We're recording. Okay. Gloves on. This is our fourth in the hit and run for December. Okay. I think you can see me back here, my head, my feet. Yeah. Everybody thumbs up. You can see me back here. My head's not cut off. Yay. All right. I think I'm good. I'll do it one more time like that. Okay. There. Sometimes I should flip it the other way probably, but anyway, I think this is good enough to go. So here's the deal. This is our hit and run Friday. It's a loading day. And a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, oh, I have to, even though I do very thorough warm-ups, sometimes when you're just going to do a quick workout, people will tend to just say, oh, just let me start doing the workout. See what I'm doing? I'm stepping up on our little pad. And when I'm there, I could have my hand on my chair. I'm just going to take my foot off the ground. See that? If I do that 6 to 8 times, see, it starts making me get on balance. This throwing that you're seeing, when you put your foot on a pad like this and it's very compliant, see, it's mushy, it's going to throw you. That's a warm up, y'all. That's exactly doing what we want it to do. Keep your joints soft. Don't lock out. Keep that knee soft. Take that foot off the ground and you're going to start warming up. See, if you try to hold your balance, and if some of you are too precarious, of course, I don't want you falling off the thing. Put your hand on the chair. Put your hand on a wall. That's all you got to do. But then take it off. Put it there if you need to. See, I'm just doing this, and I'm starting to warm up. I'm going to step up on this pad, drop my shoulders, pull my rib cage up, breathe in through my nose. Then I'm going to lift my heel or my foot. But don't lock. Don't lock. See, if you have to put your foot down and then go back, that's okay. Because you're going to be rocking and rolling all over the place. I'm telling you, do this experiment with me. It's those days that you're just feeling like, I don't want to move. Put your little foot on a pad like this. Of course, have a chair or a wall handy. And then pick your other leg up. Okay, you will have to move or you will be in the floor. That's the point. Take a big breath. Other foot comes up. Okay, and so you might ask, well, how long do I stay up there? And I would say, as long as you can. Keep your knees soft. Okay, keep trying to do that single leg stance. Use this if you need to. And the only time that you might need to is when you slip into locking your knee, okay, or bending over excessively. So my rib cage is up, my knee is soft, I'm moving all over the place to stay on balance. Then I'm going to step down, and when I'm really feeling these muscles like starting to scream, okay, they're just starting, I'm feeling a load. You start warming up. Take stock of where you're at. If you haven't been moving around a lot and doing all the stuff around, the Christmas whole season, then you might have been a little bit cold, okay? So now I've stepped up on here about each leg, probably 4 times, 5 times. Kathy knows exactly how many times I've stepped up, but okay, we'll do it one more time. How's that? Gotcha, Kathy. Okay, keep your knee bent. It's really good to see Kathy on top of stuff again because she's feeling a lot better after her knee issue. So here we go. And yeah, you might not be ready for that, but I don't know. Maybe you are. See how I just did that little stork stand? I'm calling it a stork stand, okay? I can just make up some of these names. That's all the yogi people did anyway. Downward dog, you know, fighting monkey, you know, this whole bit. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever it gets you moving, I'm great with that. My knee is soft. I'm moving all over and then you come off. See, this is great practice as you warm up. Okay, now I'm gonna stand up there. I'm gonna put my hand here. And now I'm gonna bring this leg forward. See that? Now I'm gonna start the loading. Now we're into the class and look what I'm doing. I have my hand here to just steady myself. My foot is forward and I just hang this leg out right here. Then I just sit back. See, I didn't say squat. I didn't say, I want to sit back. That makes me start to do a great load in my quads, my gluteal, my calf, my foot. Keep your shoulders down. And you're going to do about, I'm going to say 4 to 6 sit backs. So I'm acting like I'm sitting back. Okay. Some people call it a hip hinge. Some people call it, you know, shine your taillights back a little bit. But when you start really getting your attention, yeah, your eyes are starting to wide up and you're going, whoa, yes, that's what I want. Step off, take a breath, turn the foot out, breath in through the nose, and exhale. Exhale through the nose if you can. If you need to exhale through your mouth, that's fine. I'm trying to get you to breathe through your nose. Why? Because I can get you to breathe through your nose several times by virtue of doing just that, shutting your mouth and breathing through your nose, you will start the mechanics of deep breathing, okay? And I'm telling you, there's lots of great research done on the whole breathing process. It's not any kind of weirdo mystical thing. It's just, it makes you use your lungs fully. There's great benefit in that. See what I'm doing? I'm doing the sit back. See, my leg is hanging out here. I'm staying level as best as I can. And on this side, for me, very difficult for me to stay level unless I have my hand on something. Big breath. Breathe in through that nose, do a little sit back. Just push your butt back and come down and press into those, that whole foot musculature. And don't do it fast. I want you to feel this, okay? And on my hip replace side, I can tell you, because of all the work done in replacing a hip, I don't have the same muscular sensation of workload, okay? And some of you have had hip replacement, knee replacement, you will understand this. You don't get it unless you've had that done. See, I'm sitting back. See that? I'm doing 4 to 8 times is what I'm trying to do. But I'm using my hand here to keep me level. Take a big deep breath, sit back into that heel. Yeah, sit back. See, it's just little loads. Then you step off and you step off and you turn that foot out, just like that. Bring your hands into your W. Yeah. Take a big deep breath, hang out there for a little bit with that foot. I'm in my W. I'm going to go into my T. See how I turn my hands down? Then we go into my Y. Okay? So here's my Y. I'm going to turn my foot out the other side. I'm going to go into my T with my palms down. Then I'm going to turn my palms up and go into my W. And I'm going to turn my other foot out. See that? Okay? So big breath. I'm in my W. Here's my T. Then I'm going to go up into my Y. Got it? Good, good, good. Bring them back down. Okay. We're going to go right into the chair. Leave your pad right there because we're going to use it here in just a second. So now we're going to do some hip mobility stuff, and then we're going to pick up our weights. Okay. So this is a loading day. We've already begun the loading. You might not have recognized it, but we did. Okay, so I'm right here on my chair, and I want to hip hinge and come forward until I feel the groin start to stretch. So you go wide with your legs, see, wide, ribcage up, shoulders dropped, come forward until you feel that stretch right into the adductors, the groin muscles. Adductors, they add to the body. Abductors out. Okay, I'm going down and I'm hitting this. See, I'm not just holding there. I went to just where that stretch is starting, right here. Then I came back up. Then I went back down. Take a big, deep breath. This has tons to do with what your back is doing today, how you're feeling through your the lower back, the hip, all the way down to your foot. Okay, turn just like that. I got to keep an eye on my time frame here, and then turn just like that. Okay, so as you're turning, see, you're just spinning right there in your chair. You're dropping your heel, and you drop you drop your knee until, and then you lean back just a little till you feel a little stretch there. Okay, see that? So I'm going to drop. I'm going to lean back until I feel that stretch on my quad right there. Yeah. Then I'm going to bring my feet in. Okay, we're hitting all the parameters in the hip because it has to do with your back function. All right, here we go. Hip width apart, not super wide. And I'm going to just lean in, lift the butt, and then just for a split second or two, I'm going to drop in until I feel the stretch here. Pull my toes up, pull my toes up, pull my toes up, drop back down. So now I've gone through the whole thing. I might do that another couple of times if I feel I'm really, really tight there. Okay. Big breath. So here we go. Sit to stand. Breath. We're going to do 10 of these. Stay with me, okay? But when we come up here, we're going to bring our knee up, cross midline. We're going to bring our knee up, cross midline. Here, I'm going to tell you, the minute you saw me do that, you think, oh, I have to touch my elbow to my knee. No. Did you hear what I said? I said cross midline. Yeah, so here we go. Sit, lead the choir, stand, you push into your heels, cross, don't bend forward, cross, don't bend forward, down, take a big breath, lead the choir, don't go fast, just keep moving right along. See, I'm gonna just shift, come down, and you'll see that each time I want to gauge how far I've drifted. So as I stand up, I'm just crossing my midline, crossing my midline. I'm not trying to touch because I want to stay upright. Then as I come down, you see how I put my hands back here? I'm not helping myself sit down. I'm making sure that that chair is there. Okay, I've had people not understand that they were balancing themselves forward and their chair wasn't under them. So you want to make sure you got a chair there. Are you ready? Here we go. Heels. Take a big deep breath. Shift, cross, shift, cross. Here we go. Down and come back up. Take a big breath. Shift, cross, shift, cross, down, and about 3 or 4 more times. Here we go, up. So loading Fridays, absolutely. And we're starting with body loads. Yeah, because sometimes that's all you're gonna have. But when you're shifting, and if you wanna add even more intensity to this move, when you go to shift and bring your foot up, take your time, such as shift, that's stage 1. Well, standing up is stage 1. Now 2, bring the leg up. Now I'm on the floor. I'm not trying to be on an unstable, but I'm gonna hold. Then I'm gonna come back, take a breath, shift, and bring the leg up and hold. Just hold, just hold, just hold, just hold. And come down. And then 2 more times, like normal, unless you want to load. And hold, shift. Here we go. And back 1 more time. Here we go. Come in to the heels. Lower your shoulders, big breath through the nose, shift, bend the knee, bring that leg up, hold for just a couple seconds, open, down, shift, here we come up, hold, and come open, and down. Okay, big breath. Now I've got my little pad right there. We don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna load your whole frame. So here's what I'm gonna pick up. Stay with me, y'all. Now, depending on you, and what's going on in your world, I want you to pick up something that's calibrated for you that says heavy, like a loaded suitcase, okay? So this is for Kay. She's a traveler. Judy too. I don't know if Judy's coming in these days. She's in Florida. See, just because you go to Florida doesn't mean that you need to not join in on our class. Okay, so this is a heavy load. See that? So what is it? This is 15 for me here, 15 for me here. Now I will tell you, some of your suitcases are a lot heavier than that, aren't they? Okay. I'm trying to get I've warmed up very adequately. I've worked through lots of ranges of motion in my joints. And now I'm loaded. Now I'm gonna step on that pad. See that? I've got 30 pounds coming down. I'm not gonna try to grip it. I hope you're seeing that. I'm letting these weights kind of hang on my fingers, okay? That's a very doable thing. I got my foot in the back. I'm gonna pick it up momentarily. See that? See? Keep my knee bent, pull, keep my knee bent, pull, keep my knee bent, pull. So I don't want you to lock your leg. That's very important not to lock your leg here. Say rib cage up. See how much I lifted when I said rib cage up? Keep your knee bent. Bring that toe off the ground and just hang out here for a second. Okay? Take a breath, put the foot down, and put the foot down. So here's the deal. For safety, if you have weights in both hands, which I hope you do, some of you may be a little iffy on your balance sometimes, depending on what's going on with you. Do not bring the leg up very far. And some of you don't have to bring it up at all. See how I've got my toe on the ground behind my leg, my foot that's on the little pad. See that? Just hang out here for a second. If you want to try to bring your heel up, you can do that, but you're right there so that you can put your foot down if you're losing your balance, okay? So bend the knee that you're standing on. See, they're hanging right down here. Say rib cage up. And then just try to load right there. See how I'm loading, 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 and then come down and come down. Take a big breath. I'm going to step over and back and bring that leg down. I'm going to turn. I'm going to step with the other leg up and back and down. You've got heavy weights. It's going to throw you. Be aware and be ready for that. See, up and over. It's a split second, but it requires that you're doing a single leg stance for just a second as you step over and back. Okay, so that's a very good load. Now kick that little pad out. You're gonna bring those heavy weights up. You're gonna put them on the shoulders. Okie dokie. You're gonna hang on to them right there. Then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna act like I'm sitting down, but I'm not. So I'm in front of my chair. So here's the weights right here. So now I'm loaded all the way down my whole frame. Take a breath, push your butt back. And as you hip hinge forward in that high squatting motion, you are going to feel such an intense contraction through your back. And it's a good contraction. See how I'm just pushing my butt back? And I'm coming down against this load. Okay? So drop your shoulders, breathe in through the nose. It's a wider stance. Push your butt back and go down as far as you feel you can and then come back. Take a big breath. Through the nose, push and come back. My dogs are very uninvolved in this. Okay, push back. They've heard it before. Take a breath. Push back. Now stay with me on this. We're doing very few moves, but I'm choosing some of these moves specifically to really load your frame and do it in a short amount of time. Breath. And then exhale. Breath. And then exhale. Breath. And then exhale. And breath. And exhale. Just a couple more. Should be heavy. Should be getting heavy. Breath. Here we go. And breath. Good. Then I'm going to bring these down. I'm going to put one down. And I'm going to hang on to one. Okay? So we loaded through the back. We loaded through the quads. We loaded through the feet. But we're going to do it a different way now. Okay? So what I do, I just turned my chair so that I had safety. See? I might not use it, but it's there if I need it. Just like do it against the wall. Do it in front of a counter that you can steady yourself. I have one heavier weight. See, this is 15 pounds. See that? I'm going to hold on to it centrally. I'm going to step up on my little pad. I'm going to put my foot on the edge of the pad and drop my heel. Okay, and I'll turn so you can see this in just a minute. Big breath. So here's my centrally loaded heavy weight. My heel is dropped. And now I'm going to press into my toe. So see how I'm steadying myself with this foot up on the pad? See that? Then you're going to come up and you're going to drop. And you're going to press into the back ball of the foot as you're lifting. Yeah. So I chose to base this whole workout pretty much around two basic moves. Variations on the squat, variations on the sit back, sit to stands, and then my foot ankle manipulation that I'm doing right now. See this? Stay level, stay rib cage up, breathe in through the mouth, in through the nose. So when you drop your heel, the back leg is straight. See how I'm just really kind of like massaging that calf muscle. I'm pressing into the ball of the foot. I'm stabilized with my front bent knee on the pad. It's a little unsteady because I want it to be. Okay. Big breath through the nose. And somebody might say, well, how many do I do here, Jeannie? And I would say, well, how many can you do? Yeah, your calf can take quite a bit. but you will feel it. Okay, bring that one up. Okay, shift, 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 shift. Get ready, drop your shoulders. Okay, put your foot in the front. Take your other foot and drop it off the back of that little pad. Now press into the ball of the foot. Press into the ball of the foot. Press. Yeah, you just stay in a perpetual motion machine. Yeah. So you're if you're walking around a lot, you should be able to do a lot of these. Okay, now we've added a weight here centrally so that this is contributing to our weight loading. But I am really pressing through that ball of that foot, and I'm only lifting that heel like 2 inches. I'm not going way up, okay? But I'm putting a load. While I'm putting a load on that calf, this weight right here is doing that, but it's also making me tougher in the core. So we're doing all of it at once by doing this one stance. Okay, so just press into the foot. If you'll press into the front of that foot, you'll get the contraction I'm looking for in your calf. If you just lift your heel, you won't get it. You have to actually press into the ball of the foot. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, step out, bring that weight right down. So this is our heavy weight. I'm gonna come right here and I'm just gonna go pull, pull, pull. So I'm in the heels. I'm just pulling it into my solar plexus. As I extend my legs, I'm staying down, but now I'm gonna come up and up. Now I'm gonna squeeze my butt. Go down, tap the floor, squeeze my butt, down, tap the floor, squeeze my butt, down, tap the floor. Yes, you want to do about 6 to 10 of these if possible. So I'm getting my curl, I'm hanging around with my deltoids working to stabilize my upper back. Drop your shoulders. Breath through the nose. As you're coming down, bend those knees. Push that butt back. Okay, do them with me. 3 more. We got it. Come on, 2 more. Here we go. 1 more. Yes. I'm going to take this and put it over here. Okay. Got my little chair. Okie dokie. Push my little chair pad back. Go right here to the front of the chair. Slide those hands out over the back of the chair. Keep your ears right at your biceps. Push back with your butt. Push back. Push back. Big breath. And push back. Come forward, step, step, and let your hips drop. Drop your shoulders and drop your hips. Take a big breath. Now all I want you to do now is lift the chin. Just lift the chin, hold it. Take a big breath. Big breath. Come out of it. Step yourself in. Woo! Take a big hug. And we did a hit in about 30 minutes and a warm up. So I hope you were able to work with that. Hit and runs, you can do it.